as forementioned in the giveaway video that I should have done by now, they are now heads down working towards the release of Sisters of Parvos on all platforms, meaning no more updates, no more hotfixes, nothing. And this got me wondering, what things, I'm hoping I can count 5 of them, but probably not, should you do to prepare for the Sisters of Parvos update? Well, first off would be, if you have a Kuva Lich and you have all of the weapons already, even if you don't have all of the weapons, clear your current Kuva Lich before this update goes live, because there is going to be new Kuva Liches that are going to have new weapons, that are going to have, well, new ephemeras, but the ephemeras are basically on the Sisters, which is the corpus version of the Kuva Lich system. They are also changing the Kuva Lich system, so at the moment, you go in, you do a mission, that will basically stay the same, and how you take down your Kuva Lich is the only thing that's going to change. Getting the Requiems and everything else is still going to be the same, so doing these missions is going to remain the same, but upon figuring out your 3 Requiems, this is annoying me because nobody ever plays Pluto for Liches. I could literally go in here and do this all day. Hang on. Public. And it will say no. Spy. No. There's an intermission here somewhere. Let's try that one. That's an exterminate. No. An exterminate. There's always somebody doing exterminates. Nope. Not this time. Mobile defense. Nope. And, well, I haven't annoyed my Kuva Lich. Not properly, because I'm trying to figure out the Requiem before it spawns in, but clearing it is going to be the best way to go, because, well, if it works the same way as the Sisters does, and I'm pretty sure they said it would, your Kuva Lich will now spawn inside of here. Oh yes, Railjack. Then, made even better by, oh, you can barely see it, the Double Affinity Weekend, June 18th till June 20th. Well, you're going to need, because a lot of this is going to be based around Railjacks, this isn't really needed, but I say this every Double Affinity Weekend, it is the best time to farm intrinsics, and intrinsics means Railjack. Railjack will be needed, at least for the first part. You will probably not need your own to do the Kuva Liches and the Sisters, but you will need it if you want to get rank 10 unlocked. The elite crewmen, stronger crew members, will become available from Ticker. Yep. Which means you're going to need the intrinsics to do that. Luckily, you can actually store the intrinsics to do that, as you can see them sitting right there, which means if you haven't maxed out intrinsics, it's the best time to do it. Double Affinity Weekends are always the best time to farm intrinsics. Yes, you may have to sell a prime part or 2 to get a hold of a booster, which means 4 times affinity, because a Double Affinity Weekend will double the double of a booster. So the booster will double it, the double weekend will then double the double, so it's 4 times the affinity. Yep, perfect time to get that intrinsics up, whether you are saving it for rank 10 or whether you are just leveling these up. Either way, it's not just for the update, it's a Double Affinity Weekend. You should always farm intrinsics if you are not maxed during a Double Affinity Weekend, because it makes getting these things so much easier. That, and, well, it's not 1024 anymore to go to rank 10 anyway, which means, well, maxing these is so much easier than it used to be anyway, because that rank 10 used to be 1024. It's now 512. Each and every one of these is much easier to do. You're going to want to go to your dry dock and decide, where is crewmates, which ones of these you want to kind of get rid of first. It is really kind of insulting to have to say that one, but we can't compare how much better these are going to be to the new ones until they arrive. But if they are going to be elite ones, it means, well, hopefully they have a lot more health, shields, combat, endurance, repair, gunnery, piloting, all of those, hopefully you can have more on. As you can see, you can almost kind of max 3 of these, but you want to have at least level 5 in one of them. That's my pilot. Obviously has level 5 piloting skills. The gunner, level 5 gunnery skills. And the engineer, level 5 repair. And combat, because we'll be running around defending things at the same time, but also has a little bit of endurance so they don't die instantly. Hopefully, the elite ones will be able to have maxed out skills would be better. If you could have 5, 5, 5, 5, even if you could just have 3 that's maxed out to 5, if you have a pilot, you don't need them to be a gunnery. Or, well, I'm just using the wrong one as an example there, repair. Obviously having them upgraded a bit would help, but the pilot should be maxed pilot, maxed endurance, maybe maxed combat for when you are flying around, and maxed repair, but you don't really need to max gunnery if you have a gunner already. Obviously we have to wait until the elite is added, but can cross the fingers, it's going to be amazing. The problem is, if you have existing contracts with existing ones, well, you're going to have to do this. Release. Goodbye. Might be worth heading to the Void the day that it comes out, before it comes out, so you have those Argon crystals. They last for 24 hours anyway. We don't know how any of the blueprints or anything else are going to drop, but they are always useful to have, mainly as a giant, just in case, more than anything else. That's kind of becoming basic with every update. Argon crystals expire, so you're going to have to kind of go there and do that. But with everything being corpus-based, I'm expecting a lot of corpus-based resources. Field-ridden samples, polymer bundles, alloy plates, circuits. Well, that's not really a corpus-based planet, is it? Yes, it is. Because you can see on almost all of them, ferrite as well, the corpus-based resources are what will be around. I can't see hexanon being used a lot. As well as, obviously, you're going to need forma. Cracking relics. And, well, let's be brutally honest here, pretty much every relic or every other relic has forma available on it. I think they said something like 6 new weapons based around the Sisters of Parvos. That is the corpus version of Liches, by the way. We'll keep mentioning that until it's actually out and becomes a thing. And 2 new Grineer weapons, Kuva Lich weapons. So you've got 8 new weapons at least. 5 forma on each and every single one of these. Yeah. If you count that as the 6 new weapons, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 forma you need just to max out the 8 new weapons. I'm pretty sure it was 6 for the Sisters and 2 for the Grineer. So 40 forma. And that's before we get into things like the new frame and the weapons that she's going to bring. Yeah, that's 40 forma before those. And unlike last time, I'm not going to turn around and say keep an eye on the forum post. It says console update for Sisters of Parvos that basically includes it's going to sync up PC with console, meaning everything that is currently on PC, all of the 10th gen stuff, all of the augments, thus concluding the list of everything PC has that console doesn't, the wreckage life changes, which basically means you can now hold more of them, and not something that you have to do before the update comes out, but I will be personally kind of watching these. My big problem is I don't sit logged into things, so will not be getting any of them, which sucks because I could use that one. I don't have that one. I think I've got one of pretty much every other one, just, yeah, I'd use that one, which would be that one. The Vaska Kavat? Who knows, but I will be watching these. Hopefully something will be announced in them, but for now we'll leave this off here. There is lots of other things you could basically do until the update comes out, but to prepare for it, well, basically it's forma, get yourself ready for intrinsics. Get your Railjack ready, if you have one, that is. Yeah, forma. 40 forma? Why did I never add that up until I was partway through this? That's nuts. Wow. Anyway, I think we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.